Hello vinyl community, this is Randy, back today with another video. Today I'm going to show you top 10 records from 2000 to 2010. These are going to be some records that I think were some favorites for that decade, so they're not necessarily really in any order, maybe more in chronological order. They're not really from 1 to 10, but yeah, I'm going to show you some records from the 2000s. So the first one, The Hives, Vinny Vitty Vicious. The Hives are huge in the first part of the 2000s. I think they were. They were big to me anyway. I think this record came out in 2000, and this is their first album, I believe. The first one was released in the United States anyway. They might have had a couple. I think they were from Sweden. I think they're considered to be like garage rock or garage punk. So they're a lot of fun. Yeah, garage punk band. Actually, my favorite song on here is the second song on side B, Find Another Girl, which is the more like a slow, sort of a ballad for them. So sort of a change of pace from this album. But yeah, whole album really good. So yeah, The Hives from Sweden. Here's what they inner sleeve looks like with the words in there, and then the record itself comes on this really cool label. This is Stereo Universal, so I am not really familiar with that label, but this was a great record. I ended up getting several more Hives records. They were producing records throughout the first part of the through 2010, or maybe they're still together. Beachwood Sparks. This is a band from Southern California. I think sort of a psychedelic rock, sort of laid back, kind of like maybe the Byrds or something like that. I think the band maybe took their name from the Zombie song, Beachwood Park. I've never heard that, but it seems like it would make sense. It's a rhyme, Beachwood Sparks. This is their second album. This is actually a 2-record set. And yeah, sort of acoustic, mellow rock. Yeah, I think the Byrds is probably a good comparison. Once We Were Trees is the name of the album. And that is a 2-record set. They're both same Sub Pop labels. The Strokes, probably my favorite band from the 2000s. I love the Strokes. This album was huge when it came out. When I first got it, I got it on the CD. I don't think it was available on vinyl. And the CD actually was missing one song, which is the 4th song on side B, New York City Cops. CD did not have that. When this came out later, I'm not sure when this came out, they added it back in. So the Strokes are, a rock band, pop music, power pop maybe, or yeah, just rock and roll. Yeah, pop music. I love the Strokes. So every song on here is great. It starts out with Is This It? Yeah, The Modern Age. Last Night, I think, was another radio hit for them. So yeah, show you the inner sleeve there. I think these like the managers here. There's a producer, and then here's the band in here. So it comes with this custom label. Oh yeah, this got out of order. This is Beachwood Sparks. Got out of order. Yeah, Beachwood Sparks inserts. That's just a cool picture of the band, and then they do have the words on the other side. So, back to the Strokes. This is the same Strokes album as this hit, the first one. This was I think this was a British import on Rough Trade. So, like I said, the album was only available on CD when it first came out here, so I think that's why I got this one. Really cool picture of the band. See Julian Casablancas back there pointing at you. One of the coolest bands. I saw them when they toured behind this album in 2001, and it was a great show here in Nashville at the 328 Performance Hall. Only lasted about 45 minutes, but it was 45 excellent minutes. There's the label on this one. Looks the same as the label on the other one, even though they are two different record companies. Ryan Adams, still, as far as I know, still big, popular today. He's almost a genre to himself, I would say. He's sort of a singer-songwriter. Not really an acoustic singer-songwriter. He usually has a band with him. He started in Whiskey Town in the 90s, so alt country. Then he broke away from them and did his own records. And this one, Rock and Roll, is from 2003. This is his fourth solo album. This was the first one I got. This one is Rock and Roll. It's a change of pace for him, and that was why I got it. I'd heard a lot about him before, but I really am not a country music fan too much. So I got this one, and fantastic album. Really good. I really loved it. I've ended up getting 3 or 4 more Ryan Adams albums since then. So, yeah. This came with a lyric sheet and picture. I assume that's Ryan Adams' arm. And the record itself came on this custom label. It's sort of a magenta color, so yeah. Very nice. When I was in Minneapolis once for like a week-long conference for work, I found a record store just around the corner from the hotel that I was staying in, and they were playing this record when I went in there. Sounded great, just distorted psychedelic guitars, loud. I think this is considered to be like, yeah, psych rock, I think is what you would call this, yeah. So there is singing on it. But yeah, mostly a lot of distorted guitars. I ended up getting a couple more albums by them too. They have a one CD that's a live album that's just purely loud, distorted guitars. I don't even know if that has vocals on it. But this one has songs, and some of these are actually not all that distorted. There's some pretty melodic stuff on here too. So yeah, Comets on Fire. Here's a insert with that, just information about it. There's no lyrics. And then this was on Sub Pop, basic Sub Pop label. The Album Leaf. This is a record that I got based mostly on the cover. I just thought it was a fantastic album cover. I may have read something about them online or in a magazine. The Album Leaf. So I would call it mostly it's like ambient music, sort of electronic ambient music. It is very quiet. They're just like soundscapes. There are some words with it too. The vocals are good. But yeah, this is a very atmospheric album. Very slow. Yeah, very mellow. I've gotten 2 more albums by the Album Leaf. I like them all. Really good. So, a good album cover there. Once again on Sub Pop. Here is a it's like an art print, I guess, that came inside the record with the words on the other side. Yeah, I'd highly recommend them to you if you like that sort of laid-back, ambient, you know, atmospheric type sound. Here's a record that was a total change of pace for me. Devendra Banhart, Cripple Crow. Devendra is an acoustic singer-songwriter. I think his parents maybe are from Venezuela. I believe he is actually from Texas himself. So this is very light-hearted. This is a 2-record set. There's some fun songs. All of them have words. There's some other people singing with him. on some of them, but it's mostly just yeah, acoustic uh, rock with some samba influences, which you can hear some of that, and some of it is sung in Portuguese, I believe. So definitely a different type of record for me. I assume that Devendra is in that picture somewhere, but I do not know who he is or which one he would be. There's the track listing on the other side. It's a 2-record set, but inner sleeve is very basic, and all of the labels look like that. Custom labels. Yeah, Devendra Banhart. The music we're hearing in the background right now is Dr. Dog. Yeah, Be the Void. But this one is one from 2008 on Park the Van Records. This is called Fate. So Dr. Dog, a band from, I think they're from Philadelphia, maybe the first time I saw them was in the parking lot behind Grimey's. Grimey used to have, back starting maybe like in 2004 or 5, well before Record Store Day, they would have parking lot sales, and they put a bunch of records out in their back parking lot, a bunch of dollar bands. They would have bands playing all day. It's totally cool. Dr. Dog was there the first or second year. I bought their CD that day. I can't remember what the name of that one is now, but I've ended up getting like 5 or 6 of the records. I love Dr. Dog. Pop music, you know, rock and roll. Definitely Beatles influence. Some really good vocals, some background vocals, some harmonies, and just great songwriting. Lots of fun. Yeah, Dr. Dog. Here is the inner sleeve. That was just some information. It's not the words. And on the other side, it has some features some other Park the Van bands. The label on this one is a custom. It's actually pretty cool. Labels. Yeah. So, yeah, Dr. Dog. Mercury Rev. It's a band that I think started in the early 90s from New York. They've been through, I think, a lot of changes, and a lot of electronic music. I would call this electronic ambient music. It's really a 2-record set, Snowflake Midnight. This one has, they sing on this one. The other record is called Strange Attractor. This is instrumental. So yeah, electronic music and just really like some soundscapes. Very mellow sounding. Gatefold sleeve. Words. Sleeve there. And then here's the inner sleeve for Strange Attractor. Must be the people responsible for putting this out. That must be Mercury Rev. So, yeah, really good ambient music, very relaxing, very mellow. The last one I'm going to show you for 2000 2010, this is Weezer. Yeah, I guess they don't name them. This is just the Red album. Yeah, this is from 2008. This is their 6th album. I think I have all the ones up to here. But I believe this is my favorite one. I like them all a lot. This has a song I really like on it called Heart Songs. The whole thing's really good, and it rocks out too. So yeah, Weezer, alternative rock band. I would call them pop music too. Yeah, around since I guess the mid-90s. When did that Blue album come out? Yeah, here's the inner sleeve, the gatefold sleeve for that one. And this one is on red vinyl. With a custom sleeve there, so that's it, sort of a top 10 records for 2000 to 2010. I'd be interested to know what your top 10 for 2000, 2010 are, or some of your favorites anyway. These aren't really in any order here. Yeah, so yeah, what would you have for your top 10? And just to know what you think about these. Thanks very much for watching, and I hope you have a happy Labor Day.